How do I already put a title to this? Changes you not to these things will apply. Hey y'all, I see it's two people in the building. This live is actually for somebody, specifically. Hey Miss Carla. Hey Yolanda. Yolanda, I am doing good, girl. I'm still saying the prayers and everything that you sent me. Honestly, if I be honest, I have to say I still have some bad times, but I'm learning to snap out of those really quick. I would be honestly lying to you if I say my everyday was great, but it is much better, and I know that it'll get even better, and I know that I have to stay focused and calm and know that I'm going to come out of this. But I would be honestly lying if I said that every day was a great day. It isn't, but I make the best of every day. But I do still use those prayers. I had a friend last week. She kept calling and calling and calling, and of course she didn't know either. But anyway, she changed my perspective a little bit too, because I just don't know, because like I said, I've been a loner and I've been to myself for so long. I really don't know who's for me and who's not. But she came along and showed me and changed my perspective a lot too. But my good days are outweighing the bad days. Let me put it that way, Yolanda. And I thank you so much for those prayers, because that's what's been carrying me through. But thank you. Let's see who else. Hey Riaz. Hey Jace Eat. Hey Malaysia. Hey Yolanda. Okay, Yolanda, yes. Malaysia, Carla in the Loop network. Yeah, that's right. Rest in peace, Charlie. And rest in peace, Martin Luther King, Medgar Evers, Sandra Bland, Malcolm X, and George Floyd, and Trayvon Martin, and yeah, it's so many of those that can rest in peace as well in the Loop. So yeah. Um, hey Bell College. Hey Lady Marie. Hope you guys are doing absolutely wonderful today. Guys, I've been had my wisdom tooth back there. I've been wanting to jump on, but that thing was hurting so bad. I'm talking about bad. I need to when they yeah, you named a criminal too in the Loop network. Yeah, you named a criminal too. The majority of those that I named had done nothing criminal. They were only criminal because they was educated and educating black people. Just the same way I'm going to educate you on here if you continue. And you're probably one of the criminals too. Now, if you want to go there, we can definitely go there because this is the type of stuff I actually love. The criminals learned from the criminals. Okay, so let's get that understood. Martin Luther King was the most dangerous Negro in America, right? But what had Martin Luther King done besides educate Negroes? Let's keep it real in the Loop Network. If you want to talk about a bunch of criminals, I'm sure that's where your ancestry came from. The biggest criminals that ever walked the face of this earth. So do you want to get into that? Let's talk about it. What did Trayvon Martin do criminally for George Floyd? For that Zimmerman got to do what he did. First of all, Zimmerman should have his ass locked up because they told him to quit following him in the first place. Had he listened to what the police told him, he wouldn't have been in a predicament to get his ass whooped if he did. So let's talk about it. The whole ancestry that brought black people over here were criminal, have killed more people than anybody on the face of this earth. What about the criminal that just shot up whatever he shot up the other day? No, he ain't stood his ground and followed no law. He disobeyed what the police told him and continued to follow somebody that had done not a damn thing to him. That's what y'all like to do. You like to stay in black folks' business because you have none of your own. You have none. Trayvon was not. You are a liar. You are a liar in the Loop. And how does it feel? Tell me this honestly. How does it feel to know everything that you say when you go to sleep at night is a liar, is a lie, to make yourself feel better about who you are? Doesn't that make you feel like shit? If I went to bed every night and had to lie about who I was and what my people had done, I would feel like absolute shit. Every night to know that I had to make up things on somebody else in order to make myself feel big. You guys are the biggest criminals that ever walked the face of this earth. And then always somewhere walking around talking about, oh, lazy. Oh, do this for yourself. Lazy? Your fucking ancestors pulled my big mamas away to raise your fucking children because they didn't want to raise their children. We tilled and filled and did everything for those damn fields. If it weren't from us, you guys would not have the wealth that you have. So you should be bowing the fuck down to us. You guys were the lazy ones and didn't want to do a damn thing. That's why you came over and got other people to pull over and do for you. You lazy ass ancestors pulled my big mamas away from their children to raise y'all ass, so ours were left. Yours were too lazy to raise them, just like your ancestors were too lazy to get out and work their own damn fields. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Check what school records, all the schools that you fuckers have shot up. Are those the school records that we're checking? You guys are pitiful. You guys are worse than the criminals that you talk about. Then you use the media and all of these other people to hide your shit while putting ours on forefront. But just like y'all always hollering this black on black damn crime, it's white on white crime. You check the statistics. It's more fucking white people that kill white people every day, just like it's more black people that kill black people every day. So let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Well, if you a black man in the loop, I'm sorry that you had such a fucked up ass mother, auntie, and sister, and brother, and daddy that you come out and talk about all fucking black people. I'm sorry that your experience was that way. So you only know firsthand about your black, sorry, trifling ass family members. So what you need to do is go to your family and find out why in the hell they could not break the generational curses so bad that it has mentally manipulated your black ass, if that's the case. So fuck off, Charlie, or whatever your damn name is, in the loop network or whatever. What school records are we checking, Buster? Can you tell me that? What school? And let's talk about not having a daddy. That's another thing you sorry fuckers did. You sorry fuckers separated the daddy, the children, the mothers, and everything long before we thought about that. The black man has never run from his damn kids. You guys started the separation of the black family, and then you want to throw that on black people. Come on, let's talk about it. I know my daddy. My daddy is on my birth certificate. I have my daddy's last name. My daddy raised me while my mother was in the military. Let's talk about it. Half of you on food stamps, more of you are on food stamps, welfare, and don't know your fucking daddies. Living in trailer parks and everywhere else. Let's talk about it. They just hide your shit and put ours on Front Street to make y'all look better. Just like y'all come out with this bullshit, black and white. It ain't no black and white. You pink and I'm brown. You came out with that white shit to make yourself feel pure, better and all of that, and call us black because it's associated with evil. No, you are pink. There's no such thing as fucking white. I'm looking at white right now when I look at this notebook paper. Okay? And ain't shit about none of you white. Please don't go there with me. Okay? I'm already all to be independent following. Nobody wants to follow white women. Nobody wants to follow white women. We are the prototype, honey. What the fuck do I want to follow white women for? To be meek and non-existent? No, ma'am. No, sir. And I'm sorry that your mother showed you all that fucking weak ass shit, but that's not what black women are about. That's not what black women are about. The reason you only hear about deadbeat baby daddies is because that's all they show you. But I went to an all-white high school, so I know half of you motherfuckers are sisters and cousins at the same motherfucking time. I do know that. You know where I learned about hard drugs at? I learned about that shit from you 12 and 13-year-old white kids standing in the hallway doing acid. I didn't learn about hard drugs in my community until later on. You want to talk about it? Let's talk about it. I don't need to look at no hair in my picture. I can wear natural, I can wear weave, I can wear whatever the fuck I want to talk about. The only thing I don't want to wear is lice. Okay? Other than that, I can wear whatever the fuck I want to wear. And go educate yourself, homeboy. It's black Africans that are naturally born with blonde and blue eyes. We are the epitome of all women. And you will never make me feel differently because I know the truth. I know the truth. I'm very comfortable in my own skin. What it is, you not. That's why you hide behind a motherfucking logo on your thing and I'm showing my face. Okay? Yeah, I came on here to speak to somebody else, but I love these kind of conversations. I don't give a damn if my wig was cockeyed, Haywood. It ain't a damn thing that wig or you can stop me from learning. It could be cockeyed, it can be lopsided, it can be whatever. But what it won't be is blind to your evil ass ways. That's what it won't be. I don't need to fix a motherfucking thing. That's why y'all hiding behind H's and no, newspapers and all that shit. No, I don't need to fix a motherfucking thing. The only thing you need to do is fix your damn brain and go educate yourself. Cause you got the right motherfucking one. I'm not prejudiced against nobody, but I am pro-black and I will tell you the damn truth. I wouldn't give a damn if you did hate me, but you ain't speaking the truth. What the fuck you hating me gonna do? Yeah, you right, Haywood. I am bothered because motherfuckers like you get on here lying. You get on here lying. When you speak the truth, we can talk the truth. But other than that, don't get on here lying. God bless you and your beautiful family. Thank you, Jimmy. I don't have a family though, but thank you. Thank you. God bless you as well and your beautiful family. No, ain't nobody playing victim. I went again in the Loop Network. I wouldn't give a fuck if you hated me. What you need to do is quit lying. If your mother, if you're black and you came from such a fucked up ass family that now you want to pretend and be a part of that. Oh, I'm not black, I'm not like them, oh, I'm like this, oh, I'm gonna show you guys that I can speak like this, and you go right ahead. Honey, I am very secure in who I am. And I don't have to play the victim for nothing. No black people have to play the victim. We were never given a bootstrap. We was never given 40 acres and a mule. And we still managed to build shit for ourselves that the other side got jealous of, came and destroyed, shot up, while all these fucking white women you say I want to be about lied on y'all fuck ass because they didn't want to get their own people in trouble, and the people came and destroyed the towns and the cities that we built, and we didn't have a motherfucking thing to build them with. Okay? The fuck you mean playing victim? Playing victim on what? I don't play victim. If I play victim, I need to be playing that shit right now, okay? What it is y'all play victim, throw all these motherfucking boulders and then run and hide y'all hands. Come out here, do all this destruction and then run and hide y'all hands. Like, oh, what did I do? Oh, I just told a lie on the black man and got a whole town destroyed and 50 people killed and a 14-year-old boy killed and this, and now everybody is looking, oh boo-hoo, I need $1 billion to move out of town. They're after me. They're after me. Get the fuck on out of here. Get the fuck on out of here. Yeah, Africa is still undeveloped because you motherfuckers keep going over there trying to take everything they got. But you know Africa has everything you need and want. The resources. That's why you have taken your ass over there, stole all the diamond, the gold, and everything else that's over there. The same thing you guys did to the black Americans when you brought them here. It's the same thing you have done over there. But everything you guys have needed and wanted has come from Africa or the black people. Let's keep it real. Let's keep it real. Go find you somebody to damn play with. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's all they have ever done was stolen everything. And then if he is black, he's one of them dumbass black motherfuckers that wanna be on the other side, not knowing that when whatever falls down, your black ass gonna fall right over here on this side too. You gonna fall right over here on this side too. Everybody wanna live in Africa, honey. Everybody want to live in Africa. Shut the fuck up, I'm telling you. Tra-Luv, I belong to the Indo-Persian people. I'm sorry, I ain't speak to half of these people and don't delete him, guys. Don't delete him at all. Don't block him. Do not delete him. Don't delete any of them because I'm on that kind of time because I get tired of motherfuckers walking around here. And no, I don't. Please leave, Coates, because I'm going to cuss your motherfucking ass out some more. I don't need to articulate a motherfucking thing besides the way I'm doing it. Let me tell you something I learned a long time ago, because I do have a college education. But let me tell you what I learned a long time ago. You don't go to motherfuckers on a certain type of level and try to speak to them in all these big ass, articulate ass words. You want to speak to a motherfucker where they're going to understand what you're saying. So one thing I do know is if it's some uneducated motherfuckers on here today, some middle class ones, some high class ones, whatever, all of them understand what I'm saying right now. But if it's some uneducated ones on here and I'm on here trying to speak all of this articulate, educated, they won't understand. I want everybody to understand, including your ignorant ass, okay? Hey, are you ready, girl? Yeah, where you been? Echo, everything out here you using is an African invention. Dumbass motherfucker, including the damn liquor you probably get drunk on every damn day. Everything built out in this world comes from Africa. You guys have stolen every damn thing that you have and use today from blacks. Everything. The fuck you mean name an invention? You name a white one. Everything, the stoplight, the peanut, the security systems, three-way calling, everything was invented by blacks. You guys have just stolen it like you do everything else. You thieving ass motherfuckers, then always somewhere calling somebody, oh, lazy, oh, you guys need to pour yourself up. What the fuck you mean? We was never given anything. That's why y'all running around here crying right now with what's going on. Why the black people damn relaxing? Because we've been dealing with this shit for a long, long time. You damn right about that. In the loop, you gotta stop all the lies and hate, because that's exactly what you doing. A motherfucker gonna come out here and say Zimmerman was in the right for what he did. I thought we were supposed to follow what the police told us. Didn't the police tell him to stop following Trayvon? But you won't step up as a man and speak on that truth with you. It was okay for him to ignore the police then, right? When Trayvon's dad lived in that neighborhood. You lying ass bitch. The only victims are those who are the problems to the solution. Could that be you? The only victims are those who are the problems to the solution. I don't know what you mean by that, Lynn, and we got exactly that. Nothing. You damn right. You damn right you nothing, and you gonna leave here with nothing either. And it's your motherfucking time to leave. It's your time to leave. You damn right about that. At Tra-Luv, they're using, they done took everything. Everything. I'll name one, Coach, Jack Daniels. Now research it. And you know it, your drunk ass uncle, granddaddy probably was the one that stole it. every motherfucking thing you guys utilize today. Like I said, you should be bowing down, because if it wasn't from us, you guys would not have generational wealth. Did your ancestors get their ass out there and pick that damn cotton? Did your ancestors get out there and till those fields? Did your damn mother get pulled away from, well, hell, she didn't want to be around your damn grandmammy anyway. That's why they pulled our big mamas and shit away to raise y'all fucking great grandmamas and grandmamas. All y'all suck chocolate milk. All of you. All of you. All of you black. All of you come from a black woman. I bet you don't want to admit that either. You just turned into a caveman. Leave me the fuck alone and get on, because I ain't got that kind of time. I got that kind of time, but this is how it's gonna be. It's not gonna come out educational, because I'm sick of all y'all lying motherfuckers. Oh, dangerous. Martin Luther King was the most dangerous Negro in America. Why? Because he was educating black people. Sit y'all evil ass down. Evil, no good ass. Do all the graping, white collar crime, thieving, all that systematic bullshit y'all doing. You got the nerve to be on here talking about all that. That's why y'all over there trying to invade Africa for all the resources that Africa has to give. Take all y'all asses out of there and send us back. We never asked to be brought here anyway, but y'all did that because you was too fucking lazy to build your own fucking country. Yeah, Africa invented the peanut. If that's what you got out of there, yes, Africa invented the peanut. Yes. Yeah, they invented not taking baths. Yes, we had to teach your fuck ass how to bathe too. Had to teach you how to bathe too. Garrett Morgan was my direct ancestor, and he was no victim, ma'am. I can't, well, he had to be a damn liar, because that's exactly what you are. If he wasn't a victim, then he's one of those, which is a liar. Let me tell you something. Y'all don't get me with this victim shit either, because let me tell you something. When something has been done to a person, that person is the fucking victim. Now they can become the victimizer. I mean, they can get over that and become a reigning victor. But yes, they were first a victim, and you were the victimizer. And through what you did to them, they became the victor. They became the winner. But y'all don't get me with that victim shit too, because otherwise, if victims didn't exist, the word wouldn't have been created. But if you do something to me, yes, I am a victim. It was done to me. Now I got the choice to become the victor. But yes, I was the victim. Hockey, don't forget, all country music, rock music, everything came from black people. Everything. Who loved America? Who loved America? You must don't know your Bible. Who loved America? That's why America is getting what the fuck it deserves right now. Who loved America? You better go read your book of Deuteronomy. Who loved America? Babylon is being destroyed right now. Who loved America? Y'all go through listening to all this bullshit you've been told. I don't fall for all of that. Oh, now she listens to the police. You won't find no police record from me, homeboy. Like I'll find from you drugs and meth and graping and all kind of shit under your record. What a living contradiction. You damn right, what a living contradiction. You look in the mirror at one every damn day, because not a damn thing have I said on this video thus far been a contradiction. You tell me one thing that has been a contradiction. You labeled Martin Luther King as the most dangerous Negro in America. What did Martin Luther King do? What did Martin Luther King do to be labeled the most dangerous Negro in America, huh? The police told Zimmerman to quit following Trayvon Martin, but he continued anyway. What lie what lie did I just tell? What contradiction did I just tell? Your old ass grandmammy didn't want to raise your grandmammy and their grandmammy, so they pulled our big mamas away from raising her children to raise yours. What lie did I tell there? It was the white man that starts the separation of the black families, selling off the fathers, the daddies, the mothers, and all of them. What lie or contradiction did I tell there? You motherfuckers been going over destroying and stripping Africa of every resource to become rich yourself, oil, gold, diamonds, all of that. What contradiction did I tell there? You guys have murdered more people than anybody on the face of this earth. What lie did I tell there? You guys never gave us a damn thing, a bootstrap, a 40-acre, or a mule. But we managed to get out and build Black Wall Street, Rosewood, a lot of other black towns and cities. And what did you fuckers do? Y'all created riding before riding was even thought about. What contradiction is there? You motherfuckers been riding in baseball games and all that shit forever for the longest. I went to an all-white high school. I know that most of you are sisters, brothers, and cousins and uncles all at the same time because you share the same damn daddy. What lie or contradiction did I tell there? I learned about hard drugs from the 12 and 13-year-old white kids at my school in the hallway. What lie or contradiction did I tell there? That didn't help the black community. Nothing that you have done either has helped the black community either. What have you done to help the black community? Yeah, laughing my ass off at you, Colt, because that goes to show how dumb you are. We don't want from the States to Africa to all over. Everything is black, 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 black. Whether it's the United States, whether it's Africa, whatever the fuck it is. It was built by us, okay? And made by us. Them be the one that pretend to like us or for us, but at the same time, they hate us. Right. Just like meth is y'all coping mechanism. Sniffing pain and all that shit, Colt. That's what you mean. Like y'all coping mechanism, this shit. That's the type of shit y'all sit around and, yo, buddy, let's go sniff some paint, godly. I bet you it'll get me high as the motherfucking sky. Let's go. Yeah, coping mechanism, my ass. Y'all got a lot of them. You better bounce to, no, I ain't better do shit, but do what I'm doing. With all this talking you doing, Colt, what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do besides stay on here and talk? And I'm gonna talk back to you. But how you gonna make me, or what you say, I better, how you gonna better make me do anything? You ain't gonna make me do a damn thing. The Moors brought Islam to America in the 12th century, but It was Malcolm X who helped spread it further. Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy. But all of that's coming to life now. All of that's coming to life. Their time is over and they know it. Their time is over. Honey, you know what? I'm in the what's your name, Coat? I'm gonna give you something else to talk about. I'm in the worst fucking position I've ever been in my life right today. But there's nothing you can say to me that can convince me I'm not a queen. I am a queen. And I understand I am the most important female on the face of this earth. You and none of your kind could ever make me feel different. I am the most important female on the face of this earth. And any other black female, the most important person on the face of this earth. And any other black female walking this earth today, so is she. The most valuable and most important person, not female, the most valuable and most important person walking the face of this earth today. Oh, you can come in and have a seat, Tony. I'm just cussing Coat weird ass out because he don't know what he on here trying to talk all of this. Let me have one, please. You been to the store? Oh. It's fine with me. Oh, okay. Thank you. Tra-Luv, my Pakistani people helped rebuild the UK. I can believe that, Riaz. Let me be honest, Riaz. I'm still I think I've gotten most knowledge surrounding those places, but I'm not sure. So I don't really know who's who as far as Pakistan and all those places are concerned. So I kind of just want to keep it on black and white right now, because I know that very well. So Tra-Luv, but thank you for educating me. I love this, young Riaz, because it gives me stuff to go research. At Tra-Luv, after World War II, there were a generation of British people who didn't work. If it wasn't from my people and etc., the UK would be World War III. Good afternoon, Squeeze. No, leave him, K-Shell. Please do not delete. I'm on that kind of time today. Please don't delete them, K-Shell. Please don't delete them. Because I'm on that kind of time today, and they need to hear this shit, because for so long people have been cuddling up to them and making them feel, but like I said, lazy. It wasn't their ancestors that got out there and worked from sun up to sun down. It wasn't their ancestors that raised they stinking ass grandmamas and mothers and fathers and all of them. It was ours. That's why we were left without parenting and people being able to raise. If you pull a parent away from her child, who's raising her child while she's over there raising other people's children, because they too lazy to do it themselves? We cooked their food, we ironed their clothes, we cleaned their homes, we taught their stinking asses how to take baths, and you call that lazy? We never got a chance to rest. Half of our ancestors died out working in fields, and you talk about lazy? No, that's just shit y'all make up to make y'all no good asses feel better about yourself. That's what that is. Like I said, we built whole towns, cities, whole towns and cities. Your ass got jealous and came and burnt them down, or your damn wench went and told lies on black men, which y'all already knew they were lies, but that was just the excuse for y'all to come destroy what we. And we didn't have a bootstrap, we didn't have a 40 acre, or did we have a mule? So that's why I say lazy. No, 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 no. No, no, no. Inspired my people to be their true selves. Everybody, you see, I just saw a Pakistani guy video the other day. He said, guys, I'm gonna be truthful to y'all. It was a video about why they love black women. He said when he was a kid, him and his brother, he said his mother pulled them to the side and they were raised in Pakistan or India or whatever. He said, but him and his brother as a child, their mother pulled them to the side and told them, look, if you guys are ever out in public anywhere in any kind of trouble, find a black woman. She will save you. She will save you. And it's the absolute truth. They always knew who we were and what we were. That's why they tried that shit they tried today. But you can only fool dumb motherfuckers. You can't fool me. Because I know the value of who I am. And I know where I come from. And I know what you're talking about. You guys created it. You did it as projects. You did it sitting back laughing. Just like I saw a video where one say, oh, we're not going to do anything. We took the drugs and the guns and all of that into their neighborhoods. And then we run back home and turn on the news and sit back and laugh. We watch the news and sit back and laugh. Yeah, well, I'm sitting back laughing now. I'm sitting back laughing now. I don't have no type of pity, no type of nothing. Your time is up, Buster, and you know it. Your time is up. Give me 1 second.
Tell me what it is. Tell me what it is.
I think he's a white guy.
Okay.
Yeah, I think he's a white guy. I don't know who he is. He hiding behind some damn thing. That's how they do. They fucking cowards. They fucking cowards, always coming out here saying and doing shit and then running, hiding behind something like they've always done all their damn life. Tra-Luv, it was Black Americans. Hey, Margie. Colts, have a good day. Yeah, unhide them. Unhide them. Unhide them. No, that was not your message. Your message today is simple. Love your neighbor. Dunk on the negative. No, you came in here with the negative. So that was definitely not your message. That was definitely not your message. Code, I've given you all the opportunity to interpret the words correctly. I've even went and pulled out bulletin points for you to address, but yet and still you haven't addressed those because you cannot come behind those with, I've already told the truth about them. So the only thing you can do is continue to lie. You right, misery loves company. You absolutely right, and you are the misery here. But what you're not getting misery right now. What you're getting is fed up with y'all bullshit. That's what you're getting. Fed up with the lies y'all tell, always trying to shine the light on y'all while dimming the light on black people. We're the greatness here. We're the greatness. No, you came in here with that bullshit. So I'm telling you, right now, I got enough on my plate. I'm going to give you what you want. I'm going to dish you back out what you come in here and serve until I feel differently, okay? But I'm sick of y'all bullshit because I know the truth was his melanin so I can judge him. You see it. You see the melanin. That's the problem. It's popping. The fuck you talking about? You see it every day. It's popping. The fuck you mean? You know what the melanin is. Let me and you go out and sit in the sun. You'll see my melanin so motherfucking bright like you already do. I don't need to tell you what his melanin is because you know what it is. It's his superpower. One that you don't have. Was his melanin so I can judge him? Never trust these people. Says the caveman that came over and stole people. Says the caveman that came over and stole people. Just like they left here white dead. Hold on, let me look it up for you. I'm finna read it directly. See, I don't know who you think you're talking to, but let me read that for you directly. Hold on, I'm pulling it up on my tablet. I just read that verse to somebody the other, but let me read it to you. Hold on, y'all. Colin came in here at the right time. Hold on. Hold on, guys. No, I'm not I'm not explaining, but I'm getting ready to educate though. For those that didn't know. So in 1958, this way back in 1958, the president of Egypt said they left here black and they came back white, so I can't trust them. You absolutely right about that. You are absolutely right about that, Coates. Absolutely right. I'm talking to an uneducated person that can't keep up or dispute anything I've said. You looking in the mirror, Coat, because I've disputed every motherfucking thing you said, and I've kept up with everything you said. You right, you are a waste of time. Goodbye. And anytime you come back with that bullshit, you gonna be running again with the same thing because you can't fool me. And like I said, I've had enough of you motherfuckers. You come on here every time something happened with one of you expect us to respect our oppressors and praise them and be upset and this. But when something happened to one, oh, that criminal, y'all go make up shit. Just like you trying to put all this shit on Obama and all these different people right now that didn't have shit. It was one of your kind that took him out. One of your kind. Why is you over here in this Queen's live that talking about rest in peace, whatever the fuck his name was? Why? Because you wanted to start something. And you got what you wanted to start. That we cannot move past the color of one's skin and have it real. And I'm not, you know what, Lynn? I'm not going to move past it either. Especially not when they come in here with that bullshit. I'm not going to move past it. And if I know my Bible, I'm not going to move past it either. Because my Bible speaks of it too. The only thing the Bible does not do is use black and white. But they use words, other words, to speak of it. So I'm sorry that everybody doesn't like to acknowledge certain things, but I'm not one of those ones. I like to face my shit head on when I do face it. I'm not one of those ones that's going to be pretending like race doesn't exist, because it absolutely do. And we see it every day in today's society. Now, what we as black people need to do is come together. That's what we need to do. We need to break the generational curses that have been put upon us, and we need to come together, but not to acknowledge that in this world it's not about race. That's ludicrous to me, because it absolutely is. And like I stated before, black people do not have the power to be racist. We can be prejudiced, but we do not have the power to be racist. Now, I'm not prejudiced against anybody either. Okay? So you got to remember, I come from a mother that was in the Navy, which means she lived with white people. I remember those white people in Virginia she lived, and I loved them. They were very nice. My little brother went to private schools and private academies and all of that, so his friends were white. I loved their families. I went to an all-white high school. I had a white best friend there, but what I learned there is what I learned there. But they always try to say it's us, and I'm sick of it. That's the problem. After Martin Luther King, Jesse Jackson, and well, hell, not Jesse Jackson either. Martin Luther King, Malcolm X, and all of that, we became cowards. We didn't have leaders anymore. So we start to just go along with their plans and always want to bow down to them and always, yeah, we black people need to do this. We black people need to do that. All that's bullshit. All of us are human beings and all of us do the same thing in every race of people. But to not acknowledge that there is no race, that's absolutely ludicrous. And I'm not the one to try to sit there and act like it doesn't exist, because it does in everyday life. Everyday life. And that's the problem. We've been turning a blind eye to it too much, not willing to talk about it, not willing to step up and say, yes, this is still happening today. It's just systemically happening. It's just happening in these ways. We want to pretend. Yes, black people have gotten further than we've ever gotten and any other times, but we can be much further had there not been the separation of race. We didn't do that. We didn't do it. But if my God can acknowledge it in the Bible, so can I. She sounds so grateful to white. What would I be grateful to you for? Yeah, white people gave me life. What white person you know can have a black baby? What white person do you know can have a black baby? But black women can have every color baby. Black women can have every color baby. We're the only race of woman that carries the Eve gene. So what life did you give me? You ain't gave me a damn thing. They ain't even gave you life. We gave you life. We gave it to you. You living off what our ancestors built. What did they give you? Besides a bunch of damn lies. It has always bored. Right, Tasha. And that's the sad part, that people don't want to acknowledge that. It has always, Vanessa K, you are doing a good. Thank you, Vanessa. Thank you. And I'm sick of people trying to walk around here and act like this doesn't exist and all of that, because it's a damn lie. And that's the problem. They done been able to mind F us for so long that so many of us have become mentally programmed to their program. But you're not going to program me to that, because I can see for myself now. I can see for myself now. I have sat back long enough and watched. Like I said, I was shocked. I'm 12, 13 years old in the 8th, 9th grade. It's time for our 10, 15-minute break. I go out in the hallway. I see all the white kids out there popping these little paper things on their mouth. I'm like, what is this? They got little Mickey Mouse pictures, dragons, all. And they telling me, oh, this acid. I never saw that shit in my community. Crack wasn't hidden then. Then they came and put the crack and guns and all that shit in our community to do their jobs for them. And we fell for it. We fell for it. He against African Americans because he know we are the shit. We are the beginning and we are the end. That's it, point blank. You never been able to get rid of us and you won't get rid of us because we are the beginning. Oh, Christopher Columbus came over and discovered America. All these damn lies. That's why I tell y'all, people with kids, y'all better stop letting these schools educate y'all children on their history. It's his history, not ours. Y'all better educate y'all own kids on the real history. Talking about came over here and discovered America and this. How the fuck you can discover America, but you can't seem to discover a rag and soap to wipe your ass with it? That's why I say the only thing we should be working on right now is breaking those generational curses. And the thing is, people don't understand that emotional and mental abuse, that shit be so deep that it's hard to break. But when you go back and look, these people took mothers away from their little 1, 2, 3-year-old children to come over and raise theirs. Why would you pull some ignorant mammy, so you say, away from her children to come take care and raise yours? But when you think about it now, who's left to raise now that 1 or 2 or 3-year-old that has been left by herself? Then she turned 14, 15 and have children. She don't know how to raise or teach them because she didn't have the mother to raise and teach her, because they pulled her away to raise and teach their motherfucking kids. And now this has gone on generational after generation after generation after generation, that this has passed on. That's why we're like that. That emotional and mental abuse that conquer and divide. Oh, we're going to make the mixed ones think they're better than the dark ones. Not knowing that it's the melanin is your superpower, baby. The melanin is your superpower. That's why they always wanted the darker you were, the worse for you to feel. What white person have you actually really seen in this world? Not a damn one. I done seen some pink ones. I done seen some red ones, but I ain't never seen a damn white person. Because it doesn't exist. They created that because white is associated with angels, pureness, cleanliness, things like that. And black is associated with darkness, evilness, and all of that. Child, please. Right, they're relevant, Tasha, but so many people like to run from them because the black ones that have made it a little bit, they feel like they're better than the ones that still trying to struggle. So then they want to place themselves over with the whites. Oh yeah, you guys need to do this. Oh, when black people kill black people, I don't see this outrage in this. You're a damn lie. You're a damn lie. It's always been a few old women in the neighborhoods that wasn't scared of the drug dealers or nobody else and would get out on those corners and fight as much as they could. But it was so many people that were scared that they couldn't do it by themselves. But that's a lie. I've seen a lot of people get together in their communities and try to get their communities changed. So it's a lie. And that's what I'm saying. I'm sick of it. And I'm not willing for somebody to bring it on my platform and I run from it. No. Not Tracy. Not Tracy. I don't give a damn what state I'm in. Not me. Then, like I said, they like to damn deflect. He talking about, oh, he only came on here to say love thy neighbor and this, but he came in here on that bullshit. That's what they do. Throw rocks and then want to run and try to hide their hand. But no, a big boulder was going to be thrown at your ass today. A big ass boulder, because I'm sick of y'all. I know who you are. Got the nerve to call us color. Yeah, but won't call themselves pink or red. But will not call themselves pink or red who they really are. Then got the nerve talking about I want to be like white women. I don't like raw shit. The fuck you talking about? That's not even what I even came on here for. But then he jump in my live with that shit. It's so many black people that has been unalived. Look at how many of y'all stood for Colin Kaepernick when he stood up with his difference of opinion. Everybody in an uproar now because he don't want to stand for the pledge. I don't even know what that shit is no more. I ain't said it in so long, and I don't intend on saying it. The Pledge of Allegiance, what they got to do with me besides the fact that I was made to say that shit in school? That's why I don't celebrate these fuck ass holidays either no more. Once I became privy and educated on what took place on those days, why the fuck would I continue to celebrate that? Just like I don't care nothing about cursing either. Who created those words? Man. Who created a man? The same damn men that turned around and raped women and molested children. All that. What I care about some words for? Yes, these cities fought back against the British in several instances, such as the Battle of Hyderabad in 1843, which Hash Muhammad Shadid. Yes, see, Riaz, I don't know nothing about all of that. A lot of stuff we are very uneducated about. I would be the first to admit that. Because, I've learned so many things have taken place in this world, and behind most of the evilness has been the pink man, because they knew and realized way back then that they were nothing. They had to thieve. They got the better jobs, not because they got the better knowledge, not because they're better than any other man. It was because they were placed in those positions. Even a white woman made a video and talked about she was going to tell the truth why they disliked the black woman. She said because they were afraid of the black woman. The black woman done everything better than them. And they always wonder why and how when they were supposed to be the better species. So I take my hat off to the ones that are coming to the forefront, speaking the truth and standing up now. Guys, if you ever thought about it, have you ever sat down and thought about why did they choose our race of people out of all the race of people? Why did they choose us? We didn't come to them. They came and got us. And let me be the first to say that some of the Africans helped sell us. So we're not leaving them out either. But have you ever sat back and thought about, why did they choose us as a race of people to just go after? We didn't come to them. They came and got us. And when they came and got us, what did they immediately do? Started abusing and killing us from the beginning, before we had even made it over here to do anything. They started killing and abusing and doing all the evil shit on the boats and shit. But have you ever sat back and thought about why did they choose us as a race of people? You know why? Because they knew that we are the chosen people. And they wanted to make us forget about who we were. That's why they try to make us feel like our skin tone is the wrong tone. It's the right tone, baby, according to the Bible. It's the right tone. That's why they try to make us forget our language and who we were, even how we worshiped and everything, because we were the right people. Otherwise, why would y'all waste y'all time on people that's nothing? Why? I know young Riaz, Tra-Luv, how did they learn about us in the first place? Well, I'm sure they were traveling, because that's how they turned white in the first place, pink in the first place. All people come from black people until they start traveling their ass and ended up in the Caucasus Mountains and all of that kind of different stuff. That's how they turned the color they are. So I'm sure they were just traveling till they came across us. And like I said, some of our people helped them. Some of our people helped them. But all people derive from black people, honey. All people derive from black people. They just traveled their ass further and further and further and further from the equator till they ended their ass up in the Caucasus Mountain with their cave ass. And then they start turning. Right, young Riaz, everybody should be willing to tell the truth. It's all coming out now. Even with the weather. That's why I say I don't see why people don't sit back and look at where the most damage is being done right now when the weather and all of that stuff is bad. The towns that's being destroyed right now are most of the sundown towns. You see, the day after that slave house was destroyed, the very next day the Confederate building was destroyed by a big ass tree. I don't know why people don't sit back and watch all of this stuff where most of the weather is destroying these people. It states it in the Bible. That's what I think I'm going to do. I think I'm going to come on here and go through the book of Deuteronomy and then jump to the book of Revelations. Because everybody like to say, oh, why it got to be about race? Oh, why it got to be about this, oh, that. Even saying God loved everybody, that's a damn lie. Unless you telling me your God in the Bible is a lie. Because in the Bible it says he detests a liar. What does detest means? It means hate. God is a God of love and wrath. I don't give a damn what nobody tell you. Otherwise, there will be no karma. God allows Satan. Satan cannot do a damn thing without the approval of God. Satan cannot do anything without the approval of God. That's how I know I'm fighting a spiritual warfare right now. This ain't got nothing to do with flesh and bones. Nothing with flesh and bones. I'm just tired of people always giving people this sugar-coated version of things and then want to turn a blind eye. And because I want to keep the peace, I'm going to just go along with what they say, or I'm going to try to fit in with them, or no. I'm going to stand my ground, and I'm going to stand up for what I believe in, and I'm going to stand up for righteousness. Now, whether that hurt feelings or not, that ain't got a damn thing to do with me. Yeah, I'm sick of that. I'm sick of it for real. I've seen it so much. I see all these, oh, this person was set. Now, let me not get this wrong. I don't celebrate the unaliving of anybody. I don't think anybody should have the right to do that. But am I going to sit here and feel some sort of way about it? No, I am not. That man was unalived by the same color as him, the same Republican Party as him, probably the same thought process and everything. And I don't even know if I believe the whole unaliving thing because I do not trust our government. I know who they are and what they will do. That was probably just a deflection to get everybody off the Epstein stuff. So I don't even know if I really believe the man is gone. Those people are that evil. So I'm going to sit here and be dwelling on some shit that might be a whole scenario that's been created and made up. Tra-Luv, the Persian Empire stretched from Europe to North Africa, and original Persian people were melanated people, and some of them evolved. Young Riaz, I just didn't want to say it, but most people all over the world began with melanated people. We are the beginning and we are the end. And I'm not sorry for telling nobody that. That's the truth. We are the beginning and we are the end. That's why I said black women are the most valuable human on the face of this earth. And the black man, and I hope it's some more you on here, and the black man is the only race of man that has allowed society to tell him how to treat the most valuable woman on the face of this earth. They got the most valuable woman on the face of this earth, but they are the only race of man that has allowed society to teach them how to treat the most valuable woman, human being on the face of this earth. Yeah, that's why I say he didn't come here for no peace, young Riaz. He just thought he was going to bag me down. He didn't come here for no peace. He came here on that bullshit. So that's what I gave him back. Young Riaz, I tell you, it'll be a beautiful thing. That's why if you see, so many men have been coming out telling how the black woman has changed their life. I think if you find a great woman of any race, you have found a great thing. But people need to learn that black women are not all what people have said. Black women have been made the way that they are. Because first of all, I have never been around a black woman that did not want a good man, that did not want to just get married and raise her children and have a great household. But she could not do that because the man, and I'm sorry, but it's the truth. The man did not want to be the man. They did not want to step up how the grandfathers and ancestors and all of that stuff did back in the day. Instead, they let the pink man and whoever else get in their head, oh, black women are gold diggers. They always this. They gotta be, because ain't nobody out there just giving them what they need. They gotta ask for everything they need and want when it shouldn't be like that. The same thing they go to these other races of women. Now they want to stand up and be the man that they should have been the whole time they was with the black woman. But they want the black woman to be that ride or die bitch. That's what they want her to be. They don't want her to be that great thing that God told you you found when you found a wife. So she had to step up and be man and woman. They allowed the rest of those women to rest in their femininity. They might be out doing whatever bullshit they want to do, but you best believe those bills are covered. There's food in the house. All of that stuff is taken care of before they go out and do all that other stuff. The black man don't do that. He take everything, go out, party, get dressed to show off, get drunk, get high, do all of that. Now the woman sitting at home like, how the hell we gonna pay this rent? He done went and drunk up the rent money and this. I gotta get out and do this. I gotta do this. We were made to be Ford tough. Not that we wanted that. We woman like anybody else, and we deserve it more than any other woman deserve it. We have worked harder. So yes, young Riaz, you should definitely open your heart up to dating one anyway. It's messed up, black women, just like it's messed up. That's why I say I'm thankful for the internet today, because I see these Asian women on here fighting now, these white women on here fighting. It shows everything. It's not just showing all the fuck ups no more. How the news was doing. It's not just showing our fuck ups no more. We get to see that, no ma'am, we are not the only ones like this. It's more white people on and other races on food stamps and welfare and all of that than it is black people. And I don't care that it's less of us. But yeah, you should definitely date one, young Riaz, just to see what it's like. I heard Janet Jackson's husband say that's why he married a black woman. He said because they will defend you. They will fight for you. They will go to bat for you. They will stand up. We are generally great women. It's just so many lies been told on us. And then the black man, they want us to be this, oh, you out doing all these kind of things and ain't taking care of the home either, but you still want us to shut up and be quiet. No, we're not built like that. We're not going to take your bullshit like they will. And then if you ever notice, it's never the poor black man that the women are with. So you tell me who is the gold diggers. They wouldn't be with your ass if you didn't have anything. Show me one that's with a poor black man. Show me one. Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy out here. And that's why I say I'm just sick and tired of all the black women this, black women that, black people this, black people that. It's all races of people that's fucked up. Submission is earned, not given. Absolutely, Riaz. Absolutely. And I wish a lot of people understood that. But I have never come across a black woman that did not want to be married and just have kids and to live a good life. But she was forced to live differently. She was forced to live differently. We are not the same. You can't take all that I have taken. Just like I can't lie on a different race of man because I don't want to tell the truth on mine. So I go get a whole town in trouble, get innocent people killed, and keep going with my life. We are not the same. So yeah, don't. I'm glad he ran the fuck off doing what they do. come in, start bullshit, and then run off like they ain't did nothing. Just like I saw somebody the other day. Oh, the black woman replaced the welfare system with the black man. What else was she gonna do? Sit there and let her damn children starve to damn death? Because the black man was taking his paycheck out, doing whatever the hell he wanted to do with it. So, what as a woman, and I got kids, am I supposed to do? That's what I want to know. If anybody got any answers to that. As a woman with kids, what was I supposed to do? You know, back then, women could barely even work, so they damn sure weren't making the amount of money that black men could make. The black man was coming, knocking them up. But now I'm not pressuring you to get in here and take care of my children. I shouldn't have to, but I'm gonna do what I gotta do to make sure my kids eat. Now, whenever you ready to step up and be a man and a father and come back in and take over, then I don't need welfare and the food stamps. But until then, I'm gonna ride that wave until I can do better. Just like the white people did and still doing. Guys, I didn't even come in here on that kind of time. I really came in here to address a content creator, but I'm glad that it switched to this right here because I don't even want to address her now. I really don't. So I'm glad that it switched to this because these are the type of conversations that need to be had and held on and held face to face or held in high regards. We need to be talking about these things and not running from them like we do so much. And that's why it's never been fixed because everybody like to keep it hush hush. Why do we have to bring in race? Why do we have to this? What? Because it is about race. And that's why we're still where we are and why they're still where they are. Not saying that we can't get further because we can. And we've seen that from the beginning of time. We never needed anything from them to build anything from scratch. I do too, Lynn, but sadly, Lynn, and I do believe, Lynn, I do believe you're a true follower of God. I do with all my heart. Nothing I have seen from you thus far would make me feel anything different. That's why I say, I think I'm gonna come on here and read the book of Deuteronomy. Because the Bible talks about it too. And their ending reign is over. So it's like so many times we'd like to throw God out, God this, God that, but we really don't want to acknowledge all that God is and all that God says he's going to be or do. Because if we did, then we would realize that even he speaks of the difference of his people. And he told us in the book of Deuteronomy that he was going to allow those people to do all the things that had been done to us and why he was going to allow it to happen. But he also said their time was going to come to an end and the things that he was going to do to them. So it's not just us that makes the separation. God in the Bible himself separates them. And we just can't override God's work. I'm sorry. We just can't do that. Well, I refuse to do it anyway because God is God Almighty. And if he said this is this, then that's what's this. I don't think God was the one told me to, if somebody punched me in this cheek, to turn my other cheek and let them punch me over there either. No, I don't think that. I know some things have been added to the Bible, but everything in Deuteronomy and other places of the Bible that he said these things were going to happen, those things are happening. Those things are happening. Not only that, he said, the first shall be last, and the last shall be first. Their time is running out. And that's just it, point blank, the bottom line. The bottom line. And I hope that all the good one of us that's left can come together and understand that it's humans. We're all humans. That's what I hope. But I hope the evil ones that should be destroyed, I pray he destroys them. I do. Because he says after that, it will be beautiful. Everything will be beautiful. It will be no more of that. And I believe that. I believe that. So I hope the ones that need to be destroyed or are destroyed. I love all people, and that's why I dislike people that do evil things to people. I dislike people that throw rocks and hide their hands. I do. I dislike even coming on this app because I never realized it was the type of people it is on this YouTube app. I guess because I wasn't able to go all over the world to meet, everybody. But I never knew it was these kind of people really in this world. But I love people as a whole. But because most people are evil, I don't like evildoers. I don't. I don't like people that hide their hands. I can respect you and have a whole new like for you if you came out and told the truth. Yeah, I was wrong. I came in here on some bullshit. Then I wanted to turn it around and make it seem like you did it. And we can start all over. We can start all over and have a mutual and a newfound respect for one another. But you coming in here on some bullshit, then trying to run and make it seem like it was me on it, I would never have respect for that. Ever. I done told y'all, and I'm sorry, that you guys have never met anybody like me, and you probably never will. But I feel everybody's pain. I still feel pain from Emmett Till, from all of those people. I can imagine the type of fearfulness, just the I can't imagine that. I'm lying. I can't. But that type of fright, just that type of abuse, that type of pain, that type of and then to just keep, I don't care if it's 30 or 40 years later, it's still happening today. You finding black people hung all over in trees still today. And they saying, oh, suicide. When did black people just start suiciding themselves by hanging from trees? We don't do that. If we gonna do that, we gonna just pow and get it over with. We don't do that. But because we too scared to get ourselves in trouble or to get caught up or even get asked ourselves, we want to turn a blind eye. Oh, I don't see that. Oh, they said that's what it was, so I'm going to believe them. Yeah, the same government that gave people syphilis telling them that they was healing them. But for some reason, they love you so much now that they're not going to do these things to you. That's bullshit. That's bullshit. In the loop, the only thing I can say to you is fuck off. It's happening all over here. What it is you need to do your fucking research. You probably one of the ones. Fuck off. That's what I got to say to you. I don't want to talk anything educational. I'm not giving you the where, when, and how. Go research. Go research. That's the best thing to do. You don't ever take nobody's word. You go research. And you'll find them easily. You don't ever take nobody else's word for something. But I've gotten sick and tired of all that shit, for real. Especially black women this, black women that. Black women is the most valuable damn human being on the face of this damn earth. You're not smart enough to make up elaborate lies. You're right. I'm not smart enough to make up elaborate lies because my body is not filled with lies. So why would I need to make up elaborate lies? I just tell the plain truth. And you don't have to be smart to tell the truth. See, I don't believe in that gray shit either. I don't believe in that either. It's black or it's white. It ain't no three sides to no story. It's somebody telling a fucking lie somewhere because only one event happened. And there's things that take place in those events. Those are facts. So I don't believe in that gray shit either. It's black or white. It's either the truth or it's not the truth. People can perceive things just like y'all doing. You bring your ass in here, you start something, and then your mind starts to tell you, oh, it's her. It's her. Because she won't believe it. She won't go along with what I'm telling her. So she's the one starting all the hate shit. Because she won't fall for my lies. So it's her. It's her. Oh, Malaysia, I thought you was a mod. Hold on, Malaysia. I thought you was a mod. There you go. Now you are. Let me make sure. Nope, now you are a mod. I'm sorry. I don't need a law degree. I don't need a law degree. Lynn, because for real, Lynn, when I told y'all, I know my video where I came out and told you guys what I'm going through and all of that. I know I did a lot of breaking down, crying and all of that. And that really wasn't about what I was going through. That was my soul needed to be released. I held so much stuff. I had been going through that stuff for 3 years and nobody knew it. Nobody knew it. Nobody. So I held that stuff in and ran around for 3 years trying to cover all of these things that my soul had just gotten tired. But, Lynn, I'm built for a lot. And nothing, nobody come on YouTube and say can make me like, I built my patience from sewing. When you learn how to master sewing, you master a lot of patience. But nothing nobody say can run me away. Like, I'm just not fearful of people and the world. I'm very courageous in the inside and I can deal with people like this. And that's why I say don't erase them. Because people like this, when he go to sleep at night, This shit need to replay in his head. See, he can come on here and tell all the lies he want to tell, but I've given bullet points. I've even pulled out bullet points for him to address. He has yet to address those because he has no fancy or elaborate lies that he could address for those bullet points that I have pulled out. Tony, can you go in there and talk? It won't be all on here. So he can't address those. So people like him, it doesn't matter to me. It doesn't matter to me. You see, like he want to call me hatred. I hate people like you. I hate people like you, and I'm not afraid to say it. Where's my husband? In the sky.
I'll be there.
All right. He's in the sky, network. Where's your husband? Go wash dishes. God made you to help a man. Honey, God made me to make you. God made me to have people like you. You see, that's what God made me for. God made me to be a queen. That's what he did. Either you love all or you love no one. That's a lie. God don't even love all. He detests liars like you. And that's in the Bible. So that's a lie. That's just something your ancestors put in the Bible so we could continue to let our oppressors beat the shit out of us and do everything they wanted to do to us. That's what King James and his fruit flies did. But see, I don't fall for that. Yes, God love. God is a God of love. God is most definitely a God of love. But he's also a God of wrath. Where in the Bible? All in the Bible. All in the Bible. Oh yeah, God is love and no hate. Well, why was there so much war in the Bible then? Did King James and his Fruit Loops do that too? Did King James and his Fruit Loops put all that evil and all that stuff in the Bible too? Did King James allow Satan to do what Satan did to Job? Honey, God gives us free will. God controls everybody, including the devil. Okay? Satan can't do no more than God allows him to do. God is a God of love and wrath. How is he going to show you, right? He love you, right? God is a jealous God. He wants you to love him more than you love anybody, right? But you off walking on the wrong path. You walking down the wrong path. If he loves you so much, how is he going to correct you? He corrects you by karma, by showing you your ways and things like that. He's a God of love and wrath. He's not just a God. He loves you, but he's going to discipline you too. So you can go tell that bullshit to somebody who don't know no better. God is love. You're spreading the devil. So tell me in the loop, why are you here listening to the devil's message, huh? Why are you here allowing the devil's message to go into your brain? Definitely the devil's door to look at that nose ring. Yes, yes, sir. Yes, sir. And I was thinking about getting another one, but I want to get this one in the middle. You know how they wear it like right here on the cartilage? I want to get one right there. How about hate you? I'm rebuking it. You should rebuke it. You should rebuke yourself, your own spirit. That's what you should pray. That's why you should pray. When you get off of here, you should go pray to God for having you come in here with that bullshit and then try to switch it around. That's what you should do. You should rebuke the hatred, the lies, and the evilness inside of you. That's what you should do. But remember the last time a black person rebuked somebody, they didn't make it out their house alive. You remember that, right? You remember the last time the lady rebuked the police in the devil's name, she didn't make it out alive. You do remember that, right? God put me here is his plan. Well, if God put you here, then that meant for you to hear this message. So I need for you to stay here. She deserved that. Yeah, just like you deserve all this devil message right here. Look at you. Such a liar. Such a liar. She tried to throw hot water on that officer, right? She was finna throw boiling water. Oh my God. You people are a mess. I'm not even fin to go back and forth with that because none of those videos showed that. That lady was ducked down on the fucking ground. She didn't even have her hand on that boiling water. And other officers have come out and said that. So you guys are just proving my point. Yeah, I bet they are here to protect, but they started off going to catch the damn runaway slaves, didn't they? That's how the police started. That's where they come from. So it's the KKK and all of them, right? That organization was put together to go catch the niggers that's running away. Even though God made them too, they're human beings and we've kidnapped them and turned them into slaves. They've run away from us. We got to put together the police force to go back and catch them. Right. Right. Don't run away. I know. Listen, I'm getting ready to do some episodes on that too, because I told you I love history, honey. And I've been coming across so many that did not run away but stood their ground, honey. And I know the masters wish they had to just run away. I know the masters wish they had of just run away. Don't you go out to catch your dog if he runs away. No, I had a cat. My cat didn't want to leave. I had to turn her over. She didn't want to leave. But I'm sure that's what your mammy do when you run away, though, is run out and catch you. I'm sure that's what your mammy does in the loop. But my man left. Did he really? Honey, I am very, very beautiful. If my man left, I am very, very beautiful. A man, you can get a man when you can't get nothing else. You didn't know? You can get a man when you can't get nothing else, honey. That's the easiest thing on the face of this earth to get as a man. God saved his soul for me. Well, good. He should have. That only just means he wasn't chosen. Listen, you can come out here and say whatever you want to say. You can say whatever you want to say out your mouth. But again, like I asked you from the beginning, how does it feel when you go to sleep at night to know that you've been a blatant liar throughout the day? And God detests a liar. He makes that plain and simple in the Bible. How do you go to sleep at night knowing that God detests you? He hates you because you're a liar. I sleep very well when my problems don't keep me up because I stand my ground to pricks like you. McLarge, oh my God, oh my God. So you know a lot about wigs. Do you wear them? Because you absolutely right. It is synthetic. It is very much synthetic. And you know why? Because I don't wear other people's energy on the top of my head. So why would I go get a real one? Have you been picking out the synthetic wigs too? Or is it your mama or your grandmama that wear them too that you can call them out so good? Because you are absolutely correct. And if you can, Mac Large, can you cash out me about $60? Because I need to go buy a new synthetic one. Can you cash out me about $60? Because I'm homeless and broke right now, but I need to go buy a new synthetic wig. Can you do that? You have mastered knowing a synthetic wig, which lets me know your mama, your grandmama, your girlfriend, your sister, or just yourself might be buying them. Yes, I don't wear other people's energy on my head anymore since I learned about energy and all of that. So you absolutely correct. Did you think you was gonna make me feel bad about that? And I wish I had my damn 60 or $70 right now that I pay for my synthetic wigs. You feel me? It feels great going to sleep in truth. Okay. Hey, Trey just got off work. Hey, my channel. Oh, are they? But I sleep well. Maybe that was one of the moments, Mac Large, I was in my car, living in my car and didn't sleep well. Maybe that one of those days. That's probably why I had the bags and everything. Maybe that's what that was. You suffer physical pains because of your poor spirit. Okay. But good thing I ain't feeling those pains right now. I did have a toothache last week though. It just kind of went away yesterday too. Yep, just kind of went away yesterday. That's why I'm on here today. Always begging just like a black. Yeah, so can you send it to me or not? That's all I need to know. That's all I need to know. Damn shame she asking for cash apps to support her crack habit and it's sad. I'll be back. Watch. I want you back. I welcome you back in the loop. Thank you for coming. Thank you for coming. Next time, hopefully you come back in here on some different shit. If not, you're going to get the same type of energy you getting today. Now, Mac Large Mills, back to you. And I can't see you, and I'm sure you are Mac Large. You probably done ate up all the motherfucking McDonald's there is to eat. Probably got all kind of worms and all other kind of shit in your body. But again, I hate to disappoint you, but crack I've never done. If you had said weed, then I might would have been like, okay, you know what you're talking about again, homeboy. But crack has never been in my body. Never ever has crack ever been in my body. Yeah, I'm asking for cash apps from people like you that like to talk about synthetic wigs and shit, but don't like to contribute to helping replace them. So if you don't want to send me the cash app, quit talking about my synthetic wig, okay? My pain will be back. Yeah, most of us experience tooth pain, back pain, headaches, all kind of pain throughout our life. So that's nothing new. What is Woolies? I've learned something about what I've been hearing lately. Scooby. I learned something about Scooby. Now educate me on Woolies. Party City wig. We don't have party cities here anymore in Atlanta. No, we don't have party cities here anymore. So my wig can't be a party city wig because we don't have those here anymore. And I don't order mines online because I have to get them quick. You see, like if I need a new one today, I can't order it online unless I find one that's a prime item and it can ship to me today if I order before time. So no, we don't have Party City here anymore. Just in time for Halloween. Okay. Even though I don't celebrate that. I don't celebrate any of you pagan holidays. That's not me. That wig ain't new. Definitely not. That one is, I think I've already thrown that one away. And the one that I'm wearing now, you should be able to see that on one of my latest videos. That one is not new either. That's why I'm trying to get Mac Large, the big Shawnee guy here. That's why I'm gonna get him to cash out me another $60 so I can go buy me a new one. But stop being a victim and pull your bootstraps. I thought you was the devil's daughter. Did I deny it? I don't think I've denied it at large. So what make you think I'm not now? Probably the same reason you defend criminals. Probably the same reason you defend criminals is the same reason blacks defend. But you know what? In the loop, go look at my page and go to my post, and I think I posted them on there yesterday. Oh my God. I came across these black women. I'm talking black, most beautiful women I have ever seen in my life. Now I'm out searching for that black makeup that they said somebody has created. Because you see, I'm brown right now. But that black that I saw yesterday was so freaking popping. I could not believe they are real. I have to find that black makeup so I can turn myself blacker. I got to. That was the most beautiful black woman I have ever seen. I think God broke the mold when he made her, honey. I'm talking about just beautiful. Okay. Okay. Trayvon, Mike Brown, Martin, Malcolm. Okay. Yeah, but like I said, you're a waste of oxygen when it comes to that. I've already pulled those bullet points out, and I'm just waiting for you to tell me what each of them done to be criminals. That's all. But we do know the police told Zimmerman to not follow Trayvon, and he did anyway. We do know that to be a fact, right? But we do know that Trayvon, I don't think anything criminal came out about him. That's just something that you guys created. Yeah, that's just, I don't need to look up their records. Every saint was once a sinner. Every saint was once a sinner, and every sinner could become a saint. They was not doing anything criminally when your criminals approached them. So let's talk about that. Every saint was once a sinner. I'm sure if we go back and look up the records of all you people that have done all the stuff that you have done, ooh, child, I can't even imagine those. I can't even imagine those. I'm sure you got a mugshot too in the loop. That's probably why you hiding your face right now. Probably somewhere living up in the woods, off the grid, running from all the bullshit you done did. Skylar Bross, once a criminal. You should know, Skylar. You should know. Because your people were the beginning of criminals and they're still criminals today. So you most definitely should know. That's what I'm saying. I don't know why you over here talking to me about that. Y'all created the criminals. Y'all created everything bad in this world. It began with you. Right, Gertrude. That's what I'm talking about. Just crazy. See, all those kind of things I be wanting to leave out. But child, that's what I'm talking about. I can go outside and stay outside all day long, get my hair wet in the rain, everything. When I come back in, I'm not smelling like dog. I'm not. I don't have to wash my hair for a week, and I don't have lice. So you see, it's things about everybody. But what you people need to do is understand that you will never, with your words, make me be able to change what I know about us. You will never be able to do that. And more of your people now are coming out speaking the truth. J Live, this topic has gone all over the place. I came on here for a totally different reason, but then you had people jumping in here that wanted to create strife and start talking about racism and Charlie and this. And I had to just educate them on all the Charlies that came before this Charlie. That's all. Right, Gertrude. That's all they know how to do is throw rocks and hide their hands. That's it. Those are cowards. Those are cowards. That's who they are. You right about that in the loop. Who cares if you change? Because your feelings won't change the truth. Facts are facts. Well, first of all, you shouldn't have come in here talking about rest in peace. You see, that's that subliminal shit. That's that what they call it, that passive aggressive type shit. See, you come in here talking about all you came in here and said was rest in peace, Charlie. Why would you do that when nobody was speaking on Charlie? And you see that it was mostly black people in here. You came in here to start to put strife inside the chat, and you got what you came for. You see what I'm saying? You got what you came for. The only thing you didn't get was a sad person to go back and forth with you. You got somebody that's going to play your game and had your time today. Yeah, that's what you got. Rest in peace to the man, but he had nothing to do with this live. Right, rest in peace to him, Lady Marie. But at the same, like I stated before, I don't condone unaliving of anybody. But at the same time, Martin Luther died for the same thing, for his difference of opinion. Malcolm X died for the same thing. Medgar Evers died for the same thing. We've had so many, Sandra Bland, so many different people to die for their opinions, and we didn't get the same type of energy from that side. And what I'm tired of is everybody expecting us to bow down and, you know, feel this way, sad and all of this for our oppressors. The man just stated that public lynching need to be brought back and everybody needed to be able to see it. Well, if it truly did happen, he just spoke the words into existence and brought it back to himself. You see, and another thing I'm tired of is the passive aggressive shit. You see, this guy comes in here on that bullshit, but then try to make it seem like, oh, I really came in here on peace. Oh, I really came here on everybody love thy neighbor. So if that's what you came in here for, why didn't you come in to be a part of what was going on instead of coming in here saying something that did not have anything to do with this live? Because you came in strife and I gave you back what you came in here. See, that passive aggressive shit, I don't forward. I skip passive and I get straight to aggressive. You know, that's what y'all say black women are, right? We're so aggressive. We're so this. We're so that. We're so. I love being a black man. I love it. And Scholar, you get out of here. This is my first time seeing you, and you're a liar too. If you're sitting here telling me that's not what happened, Charlie was a great American, so am I. I don't like to put Charlie in the category as Martin. J-Live, I don't either. But Martin had a difference of opinion, just like Charlie had a difference of opinion. Martin standing on a balcony when he was unalived by the unaliver, and Charlie was standing in front of a crowd when the same thing happened. So all I'm saying is, I'm finna give more importance to my oppressor. I'm not about to do that. You guys can if you like I said, I'm not prejudiced against anybody, but I'm gonna give you back what you give me, unless at that moment I just don't feel like it. And we need more men like that, black. Okay, yeah. Always somewhere hiding things and want to talk about. Listen, I have plenty of pictures on YouTube. Shows my naturals. It shows real human hair wigs. It shows synthetic wigs. It shows all of that, honey. All of that. I am 54 years old. I have done all type of things in my life, and I have lived with the best, and now I'm living with the worst. Okay? It's nothing, nobody on the face of this earth can come and make me feel like I'm less than. You will never be able to do that. Not even with all that I'm going through. And I definitely think we need more black men like Martin. I definitely think that. That's what I was telling people. After that little crew, our people didn't have leaders anymore. Martin and all those people knew they were going to be unalive for what they were doing, but they weren't scared to do it because they knew it wasn't about that. It was the fact that they were educating black people. You cannot hold us back anymore. Martin helped set black America back. Well, you know how I agree with that, Luke. And a lot of people would disagree with me, but in a way I can't agree with you. And how I agree with that is fighting for non-segregation. I agree with you. I agree with you. We were building our own. We built y'all's. We didn't need any involvement from you guys. I agree with you 100%. I agree with you. Charlie meant more to America than Martin did, and that's the truth. Honey, oh my God. Does America really matter? Is it God that matters? Because America doesn't matter to me. My cat meant more to me than America. So what stance should that statement have on me? Half the majority of America is trashy. Look at you. Look at you. Half of America is made up of trashy ass people. So making that statement, it doesn't mean much. It doesn't hold much weight. Well, you see, I think you have to feel less than. That's why you tell lies on black people. That's why you're not able to admit the truth. That's why you come out here with this bogus bullshit. That's why y'all have this systemic racism. That's why y'all have always done blacks that way, because you know you're less than. So you've always done things to them to make it look that way. So yeah, I can agree with you. That is you. I noticed that's how they are trying to spend it, like he's an American hero. Right, right, right. And that's all I'm saying is, I can't give more credence to his unaliving than I can the ones that has taken place before him. If we want to look at it as a balanced thing, okay, we can do that. And like I said before, I don't agree with anybody being unalived. Nobody. But at the same time, I'm not going to put more importance on him than I am on the others because he's not more important. As a matter of fact, he's a man that came out and basically let me know he really didn't like my kind. So why not leave America? Why the fuck did they bring us over here in the first place is the question. I didn't ask to be here. Now this is my birthright to be here because I was birthed here. So no, you don't tell me to go anywhere. As a matter of fact, I was here, my people was here first. So why don't you go back where the fuck your people came from? Because by really, if you want to know, this is my only home. I don't know the other one. I don't know where I come from because they came and stole us and took it from us. But I know I come from America. So this is more of my place than it is yours. What the fuck you mean? This is mine's. I don't know where I'm from in Africa or if I'm what Indian I'm from. It could be that too. But what I do know is you ain't from here. That's what I do know. You are not from here. So why don't you America? There is nothing a white man can do that I can't. You're radical, but at least people's. No, I'm pro-black. Ain't shit about me radical. That's the shit y'all try to use for black people that stand up for their own black people. I'm pro-black just like you is pro whatever the hell you are. Ain't nothing radical about me. Right, you're American, so why do you hate it so much? I hate people like you. America is made up of people. I hate people like you, not America itself. It's people like you that has made America up. I dislike people like you. Right, Gertrude. Instead of them, that's what I'm saying. That's why I say I agree wholeheartedly with everybody coming together and respecting everybody as the human race. But that's not what has happened here. You see the same thing in the places that has been gentrified here. Instead of them coming to be a part of, they come and take control. They immediately come in the neighborhoods. They come to these neighborhoods. They see what take place in these neighborhoods. But instead of them saying, oh no, this is not how I want to live. This is going on in this neighborhood. I'm going to go find me a neighborhood. They come and they be like, oh, we're going to move in these neighborhoods anyway. And we're going to get rid of this. We're going to get rid of these people. We're going to do this. We're going to do that. Then they end up displacing all these people like I watched them do with these homeless people. And then I asked them, now what are you gonna do to help them? Now scam them, let them stay in this shed for all these years with no problems being caused of that. Now you guys come and say, oh, the shed is an eyesore. We got to get this knocked down and this. So now you've displaced a few homeless people from their warm place of being able to sleep every night. What are you going to do for them now? Now that you got that knocked down, now you say the clothing being out here that people were putting clothes in for them to use blankets and sweaters. Oh, that's an eyesore too. So everybody on next door, call your commissioner and call these people and get this thing So now, are you gonna bring them blankets and all of that stuff now to help keep them warm? What you are taking away everything, but what are you going to do to help them in the process? You came over here and saw all of that mess before you moved in those neighborhoods. You come over, you change the names of everything. The park for over 50 years has been this name. But because you want it to sound more prissy and proper, now all y'all get, why not come to be a part of instead of trying to take over? In the loop, I really don't care where you're from. The people they destroy and don't build, so someone has to come and take it. Those people have built more in those neighborhoods now. I listen. That's see. This is the kind of shit that I be talking about. A person you don't know a damn. But what I do know about your people is this is they are. This is what they like to do. But you don't know a damn thing about those people that they have had displaced. Not one thing. But you're so quick to open your mouth and speak negative on those people. In the loop, that yeah, you know, that's the same mindset I had until I became homeless. That's the same mindset I had until I became homeless. And I realized that that is a damn lie as well. That is a damn lie as well. And I know you would like to sit here and hear my story, but I'm not finna tell it to you because it ain't none of your fucking business. But that is not true. And I have a college degree, a bachelor's degree, and a hair license, and I've owned a clothing store, and I have so many talents that I can do as well. It may be God's will because that person may be chosen and God may be trying to take them to a different place. But it ain't like they had to do something or not do something or not be a productive citizen in society or something like that to end there. See, that's your ignorance. And that was my ignorance as well until I learned differently. That's a damn lie. So, and you and nobody else can make me believe that because I've been out long enough now to have talked to enough of them to understand. And some people just like you, they're just not privileged. Just not privileged. I bet most people look at homeless people like trash, right? If only most people knew. A lot of those people are much better than you are. God don't judge by pockets. God don't judge by money. Where did Jesus live? Did Jesus have a home? Do God have a home? This damn American dream that these people created and pushed on you people and only put you further in damn debt. The never ever own. You ass off 30 years to pay off a mortgage and still own taxes on the land. This man created shit. No one is trash, but you always get what you deserve. That's a lie. That's a lie. Right, Gertrude. Right, Gertrude. And I never thought of them as trash because I used to go always feed them. I think I told that story too on my thing. This man didn't even know me. He just saw my car one day and he came up to me at the gas station. He was like, I just wanted to meet the lady that drive this car. He said, because they talk so good about you in the neighborhood and what you do. I used to go and tell them, I'm not finna buy you no beer. I'm not finna buy you this, that, but I will buy you food. Well, I don't care where you want it from. I'll go get it. I don't care if one said Wendy's, Blimpies, Churches, Kentucky. I would run to all those places and get them food. But that's not true. That's not true. So it's just crazy how people think. Right. And a lot of us, Lady Marie, I'm realizing now is one foot out the door. A lot of people, like I did, have just kept quiet because of the type of society we have today. But I think for me, it was more because I was trying to figure my stuff out myself, and I didn't want no help from anybody because I know how society do. We don't listen to people's story to truly give them help. We listen because we want to run back and talk, and we want to make them feel smaller than us and like we're so much better than them and this and that. And I just didn't want to go through that. I was trying to figure my stuff out myself. But what I realized, I just had built so much on my soul that I was breaking to myself every day. I was breaking to myself. But that's why a lot of people got one foot in the door and one foot out today. But so many people are scared to come out and talk about it. For one thing, most of us today are already going through our own thing. So cannot, really help monetarily and different like that. So a person, especially if you are a person that's nothing is wrong with your brain or anything, you know what you need to do to get out of it. But the sad part about it is it take money to help you get out of it. You see, and a lot of times a person will give you something. Oh, this person needs something to eat. I'm gonna send them dollars and get them something to eat today. Then they forget about you. It takes a lot, like, to just finally get back on your feet. And so many people are scared to come out. So many families are now divided and all of that a lot of people, the help is just not there. And that's why you're seeing more and more people. Last week I came across, like, back, I think, two in one day of people unaliving themselves, because it's tough. And then if you can't go talk to anybody or get the help, you just feel like you're stuck. So people just really keep all of that stuff to themselves till they build, and then explode. I didn't want to. I knew at that moment, I could feel it, because I just wanted to scream. Like, when you do one of those gut wrenching screams, like, I just wanted to scream. And I knew then I had to release this. You see, so many times people can't, release it. And you're right, Lady Marie, too. I just saw a video a girl made today, too. She made a joke about it, but AT&T, and that's why I tell people, AT&T people think is a good company, but that's the same company I was laid off from, then brought back. I was laid off from prepaid, then brought back to postpaid, and then laid off from there too. So a lot of people think AT&T is a company, but AT&T, whenever they found a cheaper way, like when I was there, they contracted out the work to the Philippines. Now, this girl just made a video saying all of them were being fired, and she was filming the center and showing how most people had already walked out. But she said they're being replaced with AI. And I tell everybody, that's AT&T for you. AT&T does not care. The only thing, if I was those people, I would not have gotten up and walked out, because they're probably not going to get their severance packages now. I'm not sure. But AT&T, once they found a cheaper way, you gone. They do not care. My mama was good to have made it through and retired from there. But AT&T is just not a good company. But she say they were all being replaced with AI. And that's why I be trying to tell these people in these Walmarts and Krogers, look, here in Atlanta, half of the Krogers closing down now. And I kept trying to tell those workers when they keep trying to make me use those self checkouts, I'm like, no. I'm like, and if you know any better, it's not me that I'm trying to protect. It's your job and you that I'm trying to protect. Because the more you send people to use these, they're going to figure now, oh, everybody don't mind using these. So we might as well just hire only one cashier and we can fire everybody else. We just need the stockers and, these people, and we can fire all the rest of the cashiers. But because they don't want to work, they try to send everybody to the self checkout. Now they're losing their jobs to those things. And it's sad. America needs a break at bills. Gertrude, I say, oh, I wish I could go deep, deep, deep. Very, very deep. But it's sad to say, be paying bills anyway. We do no bills. Everything we have accumulated has already been paid for. But it's hard for that to explain. It's hard to explain that. It's so deep. And most of us don't work around it. They blinded us and was so dumb all this time that we don't even know. It's so sad. And I wish that I could explain. I wish I knew how to go about doing it to help all us get what belongs to us. But I just don't know how to. And the people how to, they're charging $1,500, $2,000 and all that stuff for them to do it. And I just don't have that kind of money. But this world is so deep in evil that it's really sad. And people like me that really, really see what's going on in this world, that it eats us up so bad because we really, really see what has taken place in this world. And it's very sad. But okay. Um, become homeless. I'm not buying you shit without you working for it. I don't remember, but did I ask you for any motherfucking thing? Did I specifically say in the Loop Network, can you buy me something? I don't remember because I've been talking a lot on here, but I don't think I asked you to buy me a motherfucking thing. That's business. If I can get it done faster and cheaper, you have to look out for people. That's why. The more AI, the cheaper the good will be. And he or she gonna be the same one crying in a damn year or two. The same one damn crying, talking all this shit right now. That's why I say sometimes I just smile because I was one of those people back in my young days, didn't know nothing but thought you knew everything. And then I always have the elders to tell you, you gonna see, remember your grandma used to tell you a soft behind with a hard head make a soft behind? Then when you get older, you see what that means. Yeah, yeah. So that's gonna be him, whoever she is. All of this free open land can't touch towards everything and change the rules. Yes, Gertrude. Oh, well, see, that's sad in the Loop because if you really knew your Bible too, that's why I say I love when people you come on here with all this kind of stuff and then talk about God. Because if you knew your Bible, I think it's in is it Leviticus? I think it's Leviticus that it's in. It tells you in there that if a man asks you, your neighbor, whoever asks you for $1 or whatever, give it to him. If you don't worry about what they're going to do to it. Don't, then you have committed a sin. It tells you that in your Bible. So that's why I say, and since you say you're going to, I'm going to have the exact verse for you so I can say it correctly, because I don't want people to get that mistaken, like I'm trying to say God is saying whoever asks you for your money, you just are supposed to give it to them. So I'm going to have that correct verse for you. So when you see me back on live again, I pray you jump back in here so I can give you that verse. So that's why I tell people, you know, you come out here thinking you talking so intelligent and so smart and oh the Bible and this and the Bible, but people pick and choose big verses. And what I notice, most people choose the most popular verses to use for scenarios to fit themselves. But it's so much stuff in the Bible that half of the people don't know that God tells you in there to follow these. But half of the people don't know because they really don't know the Bible. You have to look out for people. That's why, right, Gertrude? That and it says that in the Bible too. He states in the Bible, I didn't give you riches and wealth for you. I gave it to you to help others out. All of that's in the Bible. All of that's in the Bible. That's why he states it's going to be harder for a rich man to get to heaven than a camel trying to squeeze through the hole of a needle. Because most rich and wealthy people, they hoard that money for themselves. And that's not what he gave it to you for, if it was him giving it to you. But again, like I tell people, God gives us free will just like he gives Satan free will. So did Satan give you that or did God give it to you? And most of the time we know which is of God, because which is of God is almost 9 out of 10 times kept, unless you just mishandle it very bad. That which is of Satan is always a fool, and his money shall depart. You see? You're speaking Old Testament. We're under the new covenant. I'm not a Christian. I'm not a Christian. I'm not a Christian. I would never say I'm a Christian. Christian are some of the worst people ever. Look at you. Some of the worst people ever. So if you're living under the New Testament, then you shouldn't be using anything from the Old Testament. But I guess Jesus was reborn, and the reason we living under the New Testament, right? So we just forget everything God said in the beginning, which means we don't have to obey the laws of our land. We don't have to believe anything in the Old Testament, right? We don't have to live like Proverbs, right? We don't have to live. So what are you looking for some virtuous woman for? Didn't you tell me go wash the dishes because God made woman for that? That was in the Old Testament, right? There's modern women now. We're under the New Testament. Come on with it. Come on with it. You can't have both. You can't have it both your ways. Either you're gonna use both or you're gonna use one or the other. So you can't pull things from the Old Testament then turn around and tell me we're living under the New Testament. We can't do that. Hey, come correct. Hey, thank you guys too for all your likes. I see it's 41 likes and it's only 13 people left. That's what I was supposed to have been trying to do. Go on here. Hey, come correct. Thank you for coming in. Give me 1 second. God's order is the same through Jesus. So if that's the case, then the Old and New Testament shouldn't be made a difference between, right? So again, like I said, you cannot have it both ways. It's gonna be either or, homeboy, or homegirl, whichever one you are. Hold on. I don't know why I can never, or maybe I have to go. One moment, guys. Maybe I have to go here. God's order. Honey, how you going even if you ain't living the way you supposed to live, you ain't getting through Jesus to get to God. First of all. So you can speak all that good stuff you would like to, but you're not getting to God through Jesus, even if you're doing the stuff that if you're not living right. Give me 1 second, please. I don't know how I do that. I'll figure it out later. But yeah, like I said, what was your name in the Loop Network? Yeah, I'm gonna that down so I can have that correct passage out for you, because some just like people to always come on here and say, or wherever, don't judge. God says don't judge, least you be judged. Yes, he does say that. But the Bible also says, do not judge by appearance, but judge righteously. And it explains in there, once you remove the speck and all of that stuff and the dirt that you doing from your eyes, and you are clean and you ain't no sinner and all of that no more, then you can judge righteously. So does say do not judge lest you be judged, but the Bible also says do not judge according to appearance, but judge righteously. So that's why I say all this mess y'all be throwing back and forth, it be just popular stuff y'all done heard, and like you trying to tell somebody in the loop that they don't know about the Bible. It's you. You're pulling stuff from the Old Testament, then coming back telling me, oh, we're living under the New Testament now. You can't have it both ways. You cannot have it both ways. But what was that I was supposed to be looking up? Me, just like you, have already been forgiven through Jesus. Oh, which means then every sinner can continue to do whatever the hell they want to do, right? If we have already been forgiven, see, that's another thing. People think they can keep coming out here doing it at night. Oh, Jesus, in Jesus' name, please forgive me. Oh, in Jesus' name, please forgive me. Then get up the next day, do the same shit, then at night keep coming. Oh, in Jesus' name, please forgive me. Oh, yeah, okay. That's what you get from, and okay, but that's not what I get from mine. Be like, I have to show them. Wrath of him comes in at. He's gonna chastise his children. Why would there even be a Satan? Like, the stuff y'all be saying don't even make no sense. If we've already been forgiven already through Jesus, yes, if we repent and stay away from that. But why would there be a Satan? Why would he need Satan? Just like I said, do not judge, lest you be judged. Okay? Even if that was the Old Testament, it explains. So even if judge without hate is in the New Testament, you see what I'm saying? You just explained to me exactly what I said. I said that it stated, do not judge, least you be judged. Do not judge according to appearance, but judge righteously. And it explains you have to remove all your sinful ways from yourself before you're able to judge. So that's when you're not judging with hate. You're not judging somebody by their appearance. You're not judging somebody by the amount of money, like you're trying to judge homeless people. You feel me? You see what you're doing? You're judging every homeless person because they are without a home or a job when you know nothing about them. So therefore, you can't even put your dirty mouth to speak on God because you're already judging his people without knowing their circumstances. So you're judging with hate. Hi, Haywood. Hope you're doing good. Hope you're doing good. No, hate can be removed from your heart through, if you really have hatred for people, praying. But you cannot continue to hate. You told me up here that it says, do not judge in the Old Testament, which it says, do not judge, lest you be judged, because you're just a sinful people you're judging. Then you turn around and say in the New Testament that it says judge without hate, which is the same exact thing that the Old Testament is saying. You cannot judge people unless you are sinless, period, point blank. But what I'm saying is everybody just comes out and say, oh, the Bible states do not judge lest you be judged. Yes, it did. But the Bible also gives you the right to judge if you're pure, which we know most people aren't. So nobody should really be judging. But you've already judged homeless people, people without jobs, without knowing their circumstances. What if a person can't walk anymore? What if a person had a good job and got sick and couldn't walk anymore? They don't have any family to take care of them or any friends or anybody to take care of them. They can't get disability or anything right now because it takes 3, 4, 5, 10 years for that to come through. And they end up losing everything they got while they're trying to wait on having replaced legs and getting disability and all of this stuff, huh? You don't know what the hell you talking about. That is why God sent the 10 Commandments that we all as the human race, right, come correcting. If I'm not mistaken, somebody correct me, please, because I don't know half. But if I'm not mistaken, the 10 Commandments is in the first Testament, right? It's in the Old Testament. But right, you don't ask for forgiveness, you forgive and you are forgiven. I hear you, devil. So you just do whatever the hell you want to do to people. And then when somebody to you, you just say, oh, I forgive you, but I ain't God to forgive me for nothing, because just for the simple fact that I forgive you, he's gonna forgive me for my transgressions. Really, that's the way you believe. So you can go out here all the BS you want to do to people. But as soon as somebody do one thing to you and you say, oh, I forgive you, now all your bullshit forgiven too, huh? You ain't had to put in no type of work to be forgiven. That's all you had to do was forgive this one person that did something to you. Now God has forgiven you. This dude right here. You don't have the power to remove anything wrong. No judgment at all. All I said was that is God's will. I said anyone able can get work. No, you said anyone homeless could work. That's what you said. That's what you said. And you can do a lot of wrong under the influence of God, just like you've been doing in this chat. You've been telling a lot of lies. So I guess you think because I detest the liars in the Old Testament that you've been forgiven through Jesus for all these lies you've been on here telling. And you're a damn thing when I just told you I'm homeless myself. Why the hell would I turn around and say I'm finna bet you $100 that that's what God said? I mean that's what you said up there. I wouldn't give a damn. I ain't finna. Give me 1 second, guys. I'm not finna bet you nothing. I need my money to get back on my feet. You feel me? Because it's assholes out there like you that want to believe that people that's homeless and all of this kind of stuff are just people that's out fucking their lives up. So why the hell would I sit here and bet you $100 damn? That's stupid. That's real stupid. In the loop. Anyway, I have really so yeah, let me write this down about the now I remember what it was, what God says about giving, right? I think that was in Leviticus what God says about giving. So when you see me back on live again, I pray that you come back like you said you were. I thought you was leaving then. But you ain't went no damn where. So you must have just meant you were going to continue to come in and support my live streams. And I really appreciate that. And while you at it, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. And you can support the channel as well. I'm on here doing something, so you can support the channel as well. But I definitely want you to come back because I'm going to definitely have that verse for you. But you actually thought you were going to come on here with your devilish ass and do what all the rest of you do, throw your rocks and then run and hide your hands and try to confuse me with all the bullshit you're saying. And that was just going to make me stop. Oh, why, thank you. Thank you. Now, I do appreciate that in the loop. And I actually appreciate you staying on here all this time too, because I have enjoyed this conversation. And the main reason being is because a lot of people that have not heard me go in depth with a lot of this stuff got a chance to hear me today. And that's not even what I came on here for. But you know what God did? God said, when I turned this thing on, God said, no. You're not finna address what your mind telling you was finna come on here and address. That's not what's finna happen today. I got something more important for you to address. And I'm going to use the Loop Network, in order for you to get it out there. You see, that's why I tell people I love the way you allow yourself to be used. I love it. I absolutely love it. So you have made yourself useful today, and I'm sure God appreciates that through Jesus, of course. Won't he do it? Yes, he will. Yes, he will. And I want to make sure he do it again. So I'm glad you subscribed. So that way when I go back live, You can jump back on, and I'm gonna have that verse for you. We have no choice in the matter. Oh no, we have choices in the loop. You know, God gives us free will. That's how so many of us end up going down the wrong path. He lets us choose. You can go this route or you can go this route. So we have free will, which is our choice. So we most definitely have a choice, just like you had the choice to be here today or not. You chose to stay. And I can honestly say, I am thankful that you did. When he want to use you. Oh, okay, okay. Yes, I definitely agree. I definitely agree. And see, I'm liking you a little bit now. I'm liking you a little bit. You see, that's what happens when we talk, we allow each other to get out their opinions and all of those things. And like I said, I don't agree with unaliving anybody over their opinions. Everybody have their right to think how they want to think. But with all that my people have been through and all the people that have been unalive just because of their opinions, you cannot expect me to come and put this man on a pedestal while holding the other ones to the ground. You cannot expect that, and that will never come out of me. I'm pro black. I'm not prejudiced. I'm pro black. I love my people. I am my people. And that won't change. And I don't ever want it to change. But I can respect the way you feel too. But that don't mean I'm not going to tell you what I know to be different. Civil discourse, we joke on each other, but no hate. That's right. That's right. And you see, in the end, it all turned out right. And I'm smiling right now because it's a beautiful thing. Because I feel like now both of us have come to the point in this chat where we're like, this person is going to stand their ground and believe what they believe. They're not going to run away. She's not going to run away. We're going to have the difference of opinion and we have the right to do that. But I don't dislike you. I don't know you. You could be an asshole on the internet and be a totally different person in person. And I'm glad you stayed on. And I'm glad that we went back and forth because we've learned something about one another too. So yes, that's right. I really appreciate that. But I am gonna find that verse, and I do want to come back because I think it was you also in the loop that posted up, and we're not going to go back. I just remember seeing it, but I didn't address it. But you posted something with Deuteronomy and you posted a verse and then you put Charlie Kirk. Well, when I come back, I think we're going to discuss Deuteronomy because I want to see. I don't know what color you are or anything, and it don't matter. But I want to discuss Deuteronomy, and I really would appreciate it if you were there. For I was hungered, and ye gave me no meat. I was thirsty, and ye gave me no drink. I was a stranger, and you took me not in. Naked and naked, and ye clothed me not. Sick and in prison, and you. Right, Lynn, and that's what I'm saying. Guys, and I know it seems so like whatever to say these kind of things, but you just never know who's asking you for things. You never know who you are approaching out in the street. Like you never know, but we do know this world is not just physical, it's spiritual also. It's spiritual also. But that doesn't mean that we can go around everybody that asks us for something, we can give it to them. We can give it to them because we still got to survive too. But I think that's where the discernment comes in. And knowing or feeling that gut feeling or that intuition or something. But it does states it in there. It even states it down to a dollar, and I'm gonna pull that out. But yes, Lynn is absolutely right. But I'm gonna pull that verse out. I think it's in Leviticus, if I'm not mistaken. For in the loop, and then in the loop, I want you to be here because I want to discuss Deuteronomy. I've been wanting to discuss Deuteronomy for the longest because, like I said, other people's opinions, if they give me a valid one, can make me think. It can make me get off of this live and be like, you know what Lynn said? Lynn put in this and she said this. The more and more I'm reading and the more and more I'm thinking, Lynn is right. She's right about that. I didn't tell her that while we were on live, but now that I'm off and I'm thinking about it and I've went and read, she's right. You see, so that's why I like to hear difference of opinions because I'm not just like, forget your opinion or anything. Even if I say it here, it might stay in my head and I might be like, okay, in the loop said this. I'm finna go back and see is it anywhere that says now because Testament we don't have to worry about what goes on in the or in the loop said this. Let me go see. And I'm not afraid to come back and tell you, you know what, in the loop, you was absolutely correct about that. I'm not afraid of that. So that's why I like to hear the difference. I put that scripture in because God knows the character of people. Yes, he do. He absolutely do. He says it. He says it. You speak my name, but I'm further away. I'm furthest away from you. You don't know me, but I know you. That's why it says God knoweth the heart. Though man he thinks he's smart, but God no. He absolutely knows. And that's why I say only people with conscience would realize that because other people don't realize no matter what you do, it's always somebody that sees you. You see, you know, no matter what you do, it's always somebody that sees you. It may not be
I don't
physical.
smoke with that in.
That's a lie. That is a lie. Thank you. But yeah, it's always somebody that sees you. So when we think we're getting away with things, we're never getting away with those things because it's always somebody that sees what we do. So yes, he does. He knows our character. He do. He really do. But guys, I don't know. I'm glad y'all changed. I'm glad this happened though, because I was getting ready to get on here. So that's why I say you don't even know it in the loop. Yes, he used you to come change all what he didn't need me talking about today. He needed me to stay focused on him, and I appreciate you for that. Cause I jumped on this live to address a content creator that I was trying to support. She's homeless too, but I think because she's so still angry in her situation that she snaps at everybody, not realizing those that are trying to help her. So the reason I jumped on my page was to address her because she blocked me. And I'm just like, wow, I was just trying to help. I'm the same lady from yesterday that was giving you good information and you pinned my comment and, because I was giving you good stuff. And then today, I don't know, for some reason you just snapped, but that's not what I was supposed to talk about today. God wanted me to stay focused on him, and he used you in the Loop Network to come on here and change, to bring that circle about. And I thank you for that. God has truly anointed you for this purpose, Tra-Luv. Thank you. But I appreciate you, Lynn. people like Come Correct, everybody that come in and put their input in on this stuff, because I don't know it all and I could be misinterpreting it completely wrong. We can only interpret it the way we see it or think and feel. That's why it's good to hear and have other people's input. And that's why I want to do this Deuteronomy chapter so bad. Not because I want to call people out or anything. I want to break this chapter down, and I need people there to help me because I don't know everything, but I do study it a whole lot. So thank you, Lynn. And again, in the loop, thank you so much. And I hope when you see me back on live, which is probably going to be later, I hope you come back in. Finish. I really enjoyed you. I really did. And everybody that came in, thank you. I got 42 thumbs up and only 15 people in the building. Thank you guys so much for coming in and supporting this live. I really appreciate you guys. Guys, I'm going to come back later. I'm going to get off now and go take care of some things. But I really appreciate you guys, and I will see you guys later. Thank you. Bye.
Yeah, dude.